Hi, my name is Sara Preston, and I am an integrative health practitioner as well as a fitness and nutrition coach for women over 40. And I want to talk to you today about belly fat. It is very, very common as we move into perimenopause and menopause to start seeing belly fat. Now, make sure that you check the description of this video because I am sharing with you my belly fat guide, my guide to losing belly fat after 40. Now, I'm going to go over a few of these for you right now, but I encourage you to download that and start implementing the tips that I have in there because these really do work for getting rid of that belly fat. So why do we start to see belly fat? Well, there's numerous reasons. And yes, some of it is hormones. We see a decline in estrogen, which can cause us to start storing belly fat instead of storing fat in other areas. And also our lifestyle often changes. If you think back to when you were in your 20s and 30s versus now, some things have probably changed. You may not be moving as much. You might be more stressed. You might not be getting as much sleep. I have teenagers. I don't know about you, but I'm not getting as much sleep as I did, 10 years ago, probably. So our lifestyle has often changed. So that is good news because that means that we can do something about it. And one of the things I want to mention is that a lot of times belly fat is visceral fat. So that is fat that is deep within. It's not the layer of fat just below your skin, but it actually surrounds your organs and can be deadly and very unhealthy. It can cause cardiovascular diseases, metabolic diseases, even cancer. So it's more than just wanting to fit into your pants. It is actually not healthy for you. So we need to do something about it. So here's what you're going to do. And I want you to take out a piece of paper and write these down or make sure that you download my guide in the description. Number one, it's totally what you are eating. And I know that you've heard this before, and maybe you're thinking, but I'm eating healthy and I still have belly fat. That was me. So what can you do? Increase your fiber. A study showed recently that an increase of just 10 grams of soluble fiber caused people to have a 4% lower risk for belly fat. So eat more fiber, really concentrate on that fiber. And of course, it's not calories in, calories out all the time, but your calories do matter. So make sure you're eating the proper amount for you. When it comes to nutrition, I have to mention alcohol because I was a nightly wine drinker. And so I totally understand that I need to have a glass of wine at the end of the night, but it's probably causing you to hold on to belly fat. So I would really, really consider a break from alcohol. You don't have to give it up totally. You don't have to give it up forever, but it could be what's holding you back. The next thing you want to do is make sure you're balancing your blood sugar. And yes, blood sugar spikes are totally normal, but we want to stabilize that blood sugar by doing a few things. So a few things you can do are eat protein with every single meal. Eat your protein kind of first in your meal, fill up with that 30 grams of protein at every meal, always having protein with carbs. So not eating carbs by themselves, and then walking around after meals. So just a 10-minute walk, even if you're just cleaning up the kitchen, walking around after your meals, that's really going to help with blood sugar because insulin is our fat storing hormone and we don't want too much of that. And then for exercise, you want to be doing short hit and strength training. Unless you are super stressed or you have some type of condition that doesn't allow you to do hit, actually sprints have really been shown to help with belly fat. Now, you don't have to do too many of them. The great thing about hit and sprints is that they are short. So you could just do 5 to 10 sprints once or twice a week. That means you're going as hard as you possibly can for about 20-25 seconds. And then you're resting for the rest of the minute. Okay, do that. Of course, warm up first, but you got to be going hard. You've got to give your body that stimulus that estrogen used to give it. So with declining estrogen, we don't quite have that stimulus that we used to have. And so this can take the place of that. Same with heavy lifting. You want to pick up heavy things. And also, there's hormones that are released when we lift weights. So lifting weights is super important. Building muscle is very important. It helps, with insulin again, that same thing, that blood sugar, that insulin sensitivity that we want. And then getting more steps, you guys, it can help you so much to add more steps. You might be like, well, I'm already getting 8,000 or something. Okay, get 10,000. Can you add 20 minutes of walking? Get a walking pad for your desk. Walk around the house in the evenings. Do whatever you have to do to stay active and move. Just adding more steps. I've really seen this help a lot of my clients. Okay, sleep. So sleep is a big one. A study showed that people who got 6 to 7 hours of sleep gained less visceral fat than those who got less than that. So getting sleep really actually has been proven to help. Plus, you'll just feel better and you'll have more energy and you'll want to do those workouts and go for those walks and cook food if you had a good night's rest. And the last one, stress belly is a thing, meaning that you need to manage your stress. We can't always lower our stress. So I'm not going to tell you, get rid of the stressors in your life. It's not always possible. It's great if you can. Start saying no more often to things, but some of those stressors, we have aging parents and teenagers and demanding jobs and all of these things that really, contribute to the stress response. So maybe you're doing Orange Theory workouts or Peloton workouts several times a week. We've got to reduce the stressors in our life, stressors on our body and our mind. So how can we reframe in our mind some of these things? Like, instead of telling ourselves we're so stressed out, this is so overwhelming, this is so hard, we need to really change that thought process in our head. And then can you take time for yourself to do your prayer, your meditation, go out for a walk? Especially getting outdoors can really help. But we've got to find ways that we can reduce the stressors. Don't be fasting for, 16 or 18 hours if you have too much stress in your life. You need to fuel your body. You can't be eating low carb all the time every single day or low calories. Some clients come to me from doing some of these plans that are so low calorie and they've just really stressed their body. And so we want to support our metabolism. We want to support all the functions of our body by getting enough food. It's just another way to reduce stress. So, okay, download that guide. Make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss my videos. Please comment and let me know if this was helpful or if you have any other questions for me. And I hope you guys have a great week.